Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the weekly market analysis or the weekly market outlook. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, do also click on the subscribe button and smash notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. Yeah, so last week was good. Alright, we really had a good time last week. We'll get into that when we get into the chat for us. So I'll show you the results we had last week. So first of all, before we get into the chat, just as we normally do, let's look at the economic news calendar and see what news is up for us as far as next week is concerned. So on Monday, we have GDP growth analyzed for JPY. All right, yeah, so it'll be very interesting to see how the market is going to react during that time. I'll be very, very interested to see how the JPY will react to this. All right, yeah, so let's see what will happen then. We also have the GDP growth rate for the second quarter, that is quarter over quarter for JPY. All right, so next week Monday, the only high impact news we have is the JPY. All right, yeah, so let's see what will happen then. Then also on Tuesday, we have the meeting minutes, RBA meeting minutes for AUD. All right, so basically it's just about what happened in their recent interest rate announcement. All right, yeah, so nothing much to expect, even though it's a high impact news. Then on that same Tuesday, you have GBP employment change for the month of May. We have an employment rate for GBP for the month of May. Then we have the climate count change for the month of July for GBP. We have the economic sentiment index for the month of August for Germany. We have inflation rate year over year for the month of July for Canada. We have CPI median year over year for the month of July for Canada. We also have CPI trimmed mean year over year for the month of July for Canada. Then we have retail sales month over month for the month of July for USD. Retail sales year over year for the month of July for USD. We have retail sales ex Octo's month over month for the month of July for USD. Then we have retail sales ex gas stroke Octo's for the month over month for the month of July for USD. Then we have the NY Empire State Manufacturing Index for the month of August for USD. So that is the news that you're expecting on the market as Tuesday is concerned. All right. On Wednesday, we have GBP inflation rate year over year for the month of July for GBP. We have employment change year over year for the second quarter for the Eurozone. So the whole of Eurozone, we have to expect a high impact news so far as their unemployment change is concerned. Sorry, employment change rather. Yeah. So this is a year over year, and this employment change is quarter over quarter. All right. Then USD building permits for the month of July. Then FOMC minutes for USD. I always say that this news, even though it's a high impact news, but we don't see much reaction on the market. I mean, it's just a minute. All right. What happened in the previous interest rate announcement? We all know what happened. All right. So there's not going to be any there's not going to be so much expectation for this very particular news, all right, even though it's a high impact news. So just I always ignore this, all right. But I mean, even looking at the time that will come, I mean, if you're a day trader, you shouldn't be in the market at that time. What are you even doing in the market? All right, 6 p.m GMT. All right, 6 p.m GMT. That should be about, I think, 2 p.m Eastern time. All right, yeah. So that time, I mean, the volatility in the market or the volatility for the day has fell off. And looking at this news, we are not going to get any volatility or any speed happening in the market at that time. So just take note of that. All right, yeah. So, but hey, it's a high impact news. So I mean, even though I'm not expecting much, I wouldn't really be in the market at that time. So I don't know. Let's see what happens. JPY balance of trade for the month of July. So this is the high impact news for JPY, the balance of trade for the month of July. So that is just that for Wednesday. On Thursday, we have the unemployment rate for the month of July for Australia, employment rate change for the month of July for Australia. We have the initial jobless claims for the month of August for USD, jobless claims 4-week average for the month of August for USD, continuing jobless claims for the month of August for USD. Then we have the JPY inflation rate. All right, you see what happened there too. On Friday, we have retail sales month over month for GBP. We have retail sales year over year for the month of July for GBP. We have retail sales ex fuel month over month for the month of July for GBP. Retail sales ex fuel year over year for the month of July for GBP. We have CPI for Austria. All right. Also in the Eurozone. Then you have the whole Eurozone CPI for the month of July. So these are the high impact news you expect to see on the market so far as next week is concerned. It's going to be very interesting next week. All right. Yes. Very, very interesting. So we'll see what will happen on the market so far as next week is concerned. So that is just that for the economic news calendar. Let's delve into the chat and see what is happening. But before we start, I'll show you the result we had last week. All right. Yeah. So this is the result we had last week. This is a weekly report from my swing trading room. All right. So just as you can see, the Clairvoyant Trader swing trading room. So these are the results we had in the swing trading room. Actually, this is my first time of showing you our weekly report, and it's going to continue. All right, I'll bring you weekly reports from the swing trading room every week so that you see how we are performing. All right, so that if you are missing out, you know what you are missing. Because if you to check the reports, we took two trades on EURJPY. Where the first trade we had 130 pips, the second trade we had 90 pips. We took AUDJP. Where the first trade we had a loss of 10 pips. The second trade we had 60 pips. We took AUDUSD trade, we lost 27 pips. We took USD card, we lost 15 pips. Then currently we have GBPUSD running in profit. We're actually holding this trade into next week. So the total pips we gained last week in the swing trading room was 280 pips. Then we lost 52 pips. Yes, we lost 52 pips. And the net pips for the week was 228 pips. So all in all, we had 228 pips from the swing trading room. Yeah, so just as you can see, this is why I always see that you always have to go in small and come out big. All right, because if you check our losses, all right, or if you check the total trades we had, we took, let's say, okay, so EURJPY, we'll take it as one trade because it's the same market. So we took 1, 2, so these ones, you let me do it just as you are seeing, right? So we took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, it's 6 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So out of the 6 trades we took, we won 3 and then we lost 3. But if you look at the margin of the loss, and then how much we won, if you check the margin, it's very small. I realize that our gains were huge than our losses. That is how you should approach the market as a trader. All right, that's how you should approach the market as a trader. So that is our results for the swing trading room. So if you want to be part of the swing trading room, from September to the end of the year is going to be fireworks. Yes, I know what I'm talking about. All right, because within that zone or within that period, it is actually my period. That is if I should check the whole year. All right, from experience, if I should check the whole year, the month I perform very well. All right, the month I perform very well is January, the start of the year, January. All right. Then from there we move to September. All right, yes, and then September, October is not that much, but I get results. November, last year November was really massive. All right, yeah, so take note of that. All right, if you want to join, just link me up or just check me out on Telegram. All right, yes, and then let's get in touch. The link or my Telegram ID is in the description box below. Just click on it and then sign up to be part of the swing trading room. All right, so that you don't miss all these pips. All right, so we made 228 pips. That is too much. All right, that is enough. This is even enough for the whole August. So if we decide not to even trade for the rest of the weeks in August, we've really secured the month of August. We've really secured the month of August. How many so-called, I don't want to mention names here, how many so-called trading gurus who boast of really gaining massive pips or giving out massive pips in their VIPs can give you this result within a week. All right, it's only on a Clairvoyant Traders channel that you can get these. All right, yeah, so just join and then let's smash it together. All right, yeah, so that is just that for the weekly reports. Let's now delve into the chart and see what has happened. We start with the dollar index. So for the dollar index, just as you can see, the amount of August opened. All right, we had a month of August opening. That price traded below the month of August, giving us a discount. Then you saw price moving to the upside. And then last week on Thursday, price gave us another opportunity to buy below what? Below August opening price. And we saw price retracing back. So as it stands now, I want to see price move toward 104 zone. So that's going to be my next draw on liquidity. This fair value gap or this swing high we are seeing here has already been violated. So going into next week, I want to see price move up, all right, close above the fair value gap. Then we see a move to the upside, taking out the previous 20-day high. All right, that is around 104. All right, so on a long-term basis, I want to see this swing high cleared and this high too cleared. All right, yeah, so the previous 20-day high as well as the previous 60-day high. So kindly take note of that. All right, yeah, so that is going to be my expectation so far as the dollar index is concerned. If you have noticed, I've made some new additions to it. We'll get to it. All right, we'll get to it, and you know why I have added those ones. So let's get into EURJPY and see what is happening. All right, as I always see, EURJPY is not a pair I trade. All right, I use it as a benchmark for EURUSD and Gbpusd. All right, just to select which pair to trade or which pair is going to be appropriate to trade after knowing how the dollar index will be moving. All right, yeah, so kindly take note of that. So for EURJPY, I think I outlined, I think one of my daily updates, I made this outline. All right, yes, that I would expect price to bounce back into the zone, and we've seen price bouncing back into the zone. So as it stands now, I'm still holding my opinion that price will take out this high. So going into next week, I want to see price push up, all right, to take out this high here and then this high here. All right, yes, but if we should have price closing like this, then definitely we see price push. But let's switch to the 4-hour and see what is happening on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, so this is the 4-hour. All right, this is the 4-hour. So I want to see price push to the upside. But if you see the price close below this area, then definitely see price pushing to the downside to take out the sell side liquidity, tap into this area before we see a move to the upside. All right, so that is going to be my expectation so far as EURJPY is concerned. I'll definitely bring you an update within the daily Forex updates. All right, I'll give you an update. I'll give you an exclusive update on EURJPY, how it has gone so far. All right, I'll give you an update, so make sure you don't miss the daily Forex update. I'll wait for Monday to see if we'll get a clear or get enough data for Monday that can decide as to where price is going to move to. If we don't get enough data, or if we have a very quiet market, then definitely you see how price will go on Tuesday. All right, yeah, so that is just that for EURJPY. Let's look at what is happening on CAD CHF. Yeah, so this is a new addition I've made to it. All right, yeah, so I have added CAD CHF to my index pairs because of USD CAD and USD CHF. All right, I've added USD CHF as part of my watch list. So if you can see, I've grouped my watch list into the negative correlated pairs, that is the negative USD correlated pairs, and the positive USD correlated pairs. All right, so within the positive USD correlated pairs, I have USD CAD and then USD CHF. All right, so there's the need for me to look at CAD CHF. Once again, I don't trade personally. I don't trade CAD CHF. I'll use it as a benchmark to select USD either to trade USD CAD or USD after establishing where I think the dollar index is going to move to. All right, yeah. So if we should look at CAD CHF as it stands now, price is currently sitting within this order block we are seeing here, this bullish order block we are seeing here. All right, but within the bullish order block, I want to know where exactly price is sitting at. So I'll take my gun box to measure to know where my discount is, where my equilibrium is, and where my premium is. All right, yes. So that is going to determine, or that is going to tell me what I should expect. So if you should look at the range of this order block here, realize that price, even though price is in a discount zone, looking at the order block here, it is still close to the equilibrium. All right, so I want to see price go away from this zone. If going into next week, if we have price pushing to the upside, then definitely you see price closing here, then we see a move to the upside. That means a stronger word CAD and a weaker CHF. All right, so if you know how DXY is going to react, you should be able to choose between USD CAD and USD CHF appropriately. You should be able to tell the best pair to trade out of these two. All right, yeah. So that is just that. So if we should get CAD CHF giving us this price formation, all right, violating this order block completely, or even going right away from the discount zone, then we see price closing within here, then we see price moving to the downside. Then definitely it will tell us a weaker CAD and then a stronger CHF. All right, and so by knowing the strength of the dollar, you'll be able to tell which pair to pick. Do I pick USD CAD or do I pick USD CHF? All right, that is going to be something that you should figure it out, because within my weekly market analysis or outlook, I explained this to you. Yes, I made a thorough explanation to this. All right, yeah, so kindly take note of that. All right, take note of that. So for CAD CHF, I'll wait till Monday to get a clearer view. As it stands now, my idea or my opinion on CAD CHF is double one. And whenever I have a double opinion on one market, what I do is I sit back until I get a clear direction before I move. All right, yeah. So I'll wait for Monday to see if we can get anything better. If we don't get anything better on Monday, then wait till Tuesday. Because I think within the week we have, yes, on Tuesday we have CAD high impact news. So definitely it will really give us a headway. All right. The high impact news for CAD, that is this card, yeah. The high impact news for CAD will give us a headway as to how CAD CHF will perform, and based on that, we see which pair to trade, either USD CAD or USD CHF. All right, yeah. So that is just that for CAD CHF. Let's look at what is happening on EURUSD. Yeah, so for EURUSD, I'm bullish on the dollar index, and definitely I'm bearish on EURUSD. And as you can see, look at how price reacted. Look at how price tapped into this order block here, this bearish order block, and we saw price reversing. So as it stands now, my next draw on liquidity is going to be this zone right here. All right, this low, and I think this low is the previous 40-day low. All right, yes, I don't know where this line has gone to. Yes, yeah, so the previous 40-day low, that is going to be my target. All right, but don't forget the previous 20 low has already been taken out right here. All right, so my next draw on liquidity is the previous 40-day low. So going into next week, I want to see EURUSD push to the downside, take out the swing low. Come on, let me deactivate this one. Let me deactivate this one too. I want you to see whatever I'm talking about. All right, there's a swing low right here, so I want to see EURUSD taking out this swing low, And once this swing low is being taken out, the next thing we wait for is a lower swing high formation before we see a move to the downside to take out the previous 40-day low. So that is going to be my expectations for as EURUSD or EU is concerned. All right, yeah. So let's look at what is happening on GBPUSD. Yeah, so for GBPUSD, same plan. GBPUSD, same plan. I want to see this swing low taken out. All right, I just want to see this swing low being taken out. I'm coming. Yeah, I want to see this swing low taken out. Then price will run into the previous 40-day low. So I'll be looking for what bearish prices so far as GBP USD is concerned. So that is just that for GBP USD. Let's look at what is happening on AUD USD. Yeah, so for AUD USD, bullish dollar, definitely bearish on AUD USD. So going into next week, I want to see this low. All right, yes, that is the previous 60-day low attacked. All right, yes, so you might see a little bit of a push to the upside, then you see price running to take out the previous 60-day low. Once that 60-day low is being taken, then we'll look for another range. So that will complete the work of this current dealing range right here. All right, yeah, so kindly take note of that. So that is just that for AUD USD. Let's look at what is happening on USD card. So a bullish dollar index, definitely a bullish USD card. All right, but that is going to, as to whether I will trade USD card next week or not, that is going to depend on how card CHF will perform. All right, yeah, so let's take note of that. But if we should look at card CHF, all right, if we should look at card CHF, card is what? USD card. Yeah, we've seen USD card moving to the upside. All right from the get-go here. Those of you that watched, I call this move. All right, yes, right from this zone right here. All right, yes. So I want to see USD card continue to push to the upside, of which my next draw on liquidity is going to be the previous 60-day high. All right, my next draw on liquidity is going to be previous 60-day high. So going into next week, I want to see bullish sentiment on USD card. So that is just my expectation so far as USD card is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on USD CHF. So USD CHF is a new addition to my watch list. All right, yes, so as you can see, for some time now, USD CHF has been stalking. All right, yes, let me take out these lines. All right, yes, they were supposed to be on the one. I don't know why they are here, but let me just take it out. Yeah, so let me take that out. So let's continue. So for just as I was saying, for some time now we've seen USD CHF stalking. All right, the reason why we are seeing this consolidation in here is a stronger USD fighting against the stronger CHF. That is why I always tell you that your correlation analysis should be up there. All right, that is one of the skill in the technical analysis that you should have as a trader. You should be able to tell which pair to trade, and you can only do that when you know your correlation analysis. All right, for some time now I've ignored USD CHF. Why? Because I know USD is strong, CHF is strong, so there's no way we'll see a clear movement within this market. All right, that is why I always tell you as a trader, your correlation analysis, I mean, if not for anything at all, you should be able to select the right pairs to trade, and you can only do that with a good correlation analysis. All right, with a good correlation analysis, and this is something I don't leave behind. This is something I don't leave behind. I'm always working on my correlation analysis for me to be able to what to get the right pair or the right market to be in at the right time. All right, even though USD CHF is moving, all right, or is showing up movement, I think some traders or most traders will be in this market, and then they will be very frustrated because we are seeing USD CHF in a bullish trend, but the market is not moving. Yes, it is not moving because USD is strong, CHF is strong. How do you expect this market to move? Tell me how you expect a stronger USD and then a stronger CHF to cope on the market. There is always going to be that war, all right, because everyone is strong, all right. So there's no one that is willing to go up or down. So these are some of the things that you should be able to tell, all right. Yeah, so definitely Tuesday, cards high impact news will have an effect on CHF. Yes, cards high impact news will have an effect on CHF. So definitely we might see some movement on USD CHF, but let's see what happens. All right, but as it stands now, there's nothing to really talk about on USD CHF, because as it stands now, these are two strong currencies in a particular market. There's not going to be a winner, there's not going to be a loser. So let's leave it just as it is. I might definitely bring you a daily update on this, so kindly stay tuned for that. So that is just that for USD CHF. Let's look at the JPY families and see what is happening. We start with EURJPY. So for EURJPY, we've seen price pushing to the upside, taking out this swing high or this previous high. So as it stands now, I'll expect to see EURJPY retrace a little bit back into this area, and then we see a move to the upside. All right, you see a continuation of a move to the upside. So that is going to be my expectation for EURJPY. But let's switch to the weekly and see what is happening in the weekly time frame. Yes, so for the weekly, it's very obvious. All right, it's so obvious. We saw price coming to tap into this fair value gap we are seeing here, forming a swing low or a higher swing low. So as it stands now, going into next week, if we should take this impulse move, or if we should measure this impulse move to get our 50%, I would expect to see price at least fill 50% of this impulse move on the weekly. So let's see if we can transpose it to the daily. I'm coming. Let me extend a visibility to the daily too as well for us to see things clearer. So if you have to go to the daily, all right, yeah, so these moves, and look at where the 50% is. All right, yes, at this previous high we are seeing here. So I wasn't wrong at all when I said I'm expecting to see price retrace back here. Then you see a move to the upside. All right, yeah, so that is going to be my expectation so far as EURJPY is concerned. That's going to be my expectation for EURJPY. Let's look at what is happening on GBP/JPY. So for GBP/JPY, I think same thing. All right, yes, same plan. We've seen price taking out this high. All right, yes, and I'll definitely take these two candles right here, or these two bullish candles as my mitigation block. I think there was something similar to on EURJPY. So these two bullish candles here will serve as a mitigation block for me going into next week. I'll expect to see price retrace a little bit into the zone, then we see a push to the upside. So I'm very bullish on GBP/JPY and EURJPY. Yeah, so that is just that for the JPY market. Yeah, so that is just that for the weekly market analysis or outlook. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, I don't know why you've been watching, you've been enjoying my analysis all this while, and you still haven't subscribed. Why haven't you subscribed? Why haven't you subscribed all this while? All right, please do me the honor, do me the favor of hitting the subscribe button. That is the only way for you to to also show your appreciation for what I've been doing right on this channel. All right, just hit on the subscribe button and then smash the notification bell. It will also help you to get notified whenever I post a new video. And please like the video for me. All right, like the video and let me see your comments in the comment section. All right, yeah, I'll definitely be bringing you the daily forex update. You wouldn't want to miss that one. You wouldn't want to miss it. So just as I always see, once you have a feel of the weekly update, if you really want to grasp something within the week, you should also be following the daily forex update as well. All right, because that is when we look at how the market is reacting, we reflect back on our weekly plan, then we decide, is the market going as planned? If the market is not going as we planned, we do what? We change plans. All right, we go according to how the market is reacting. So if you don't watch the daily update, you are really missing out a lot. You are missing out a lot, because if there is any changes to my bias, I'll update you in the daily forex update. All right, I'll update you in the daily forex update. So make sure you watch those videos too as well. I bring that to you every day. That is right after New Year close. Yes, I bring it to you every day. That is right after New Year close. Last week was a very busy week for me off trading. All right, yeah, so that is why sometimes I'll just upload it late in the night. So but trust me, next week I'll make sure that thing does not happen again. All right, if you haven't subscribed or you're not part of my Telegram community, I'll post the link below. Just click on the link and be part of the Clairvoyant Traders Telegram community. If you're gonna be part of my swing trading room too, you saw the result for yourself. All right, let me see if I can paste it again. You saw the result yourself. You really saw the result yourself. All right, you saw the result yourself. So make sure you join if you want to. All right, because if you don't, you are missing a lot. All right, you are really missing a lot. There's a lot you are missing, so make sure you join. All right, yes. So let me see if I can paste it right here for you to see it again if you are not able to see it. All right, yeah, I want to paste it, but I don't know what is happening. Yeah, so if you want to see the results, I think you should just go back to the beginning. You see it's there. All right, yeah. And if you want to get in touch with me on Telegram, my ID is in the description box below. Just click on it and have a conversation. Maybe you need a private mentorship or something. I'm still open to that. All right, yes, I'm still open to a private mentorship. So if you need a one-on-one session with me too, we'll look at how things will go, make discussions, and then we do it. All right, yeah. So that is just that for the weekly market analysis or weekly market outlook. All right, I'll come your way again with the daily forex update. Make sure you don't miss it. Peace.